Sonic Racing all around the world, faster than ever. Making tigers burn, gold rings are treasure. When is this song gonna be at Sonic Symphony? That's all I'm asking. When, bro? Bring it to Sonic Symphony. Okay, hold on. Okay, there, let's get going. Yo, what's going on, guys? First, ConnorXcrash, and oh my gosh, yo, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds is the kart racer of the year. I mean, if you told me like a few months ago that freaking, you know, I mean, we already knew that freaking that other kart racers are freaking abysmal disappointment. We can just toss that over there. That game's dead. Bye. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. Make room for Sonic Racing CrossWorlds with all of its jam-packed single-player content with the race park mode, time trials, Grand Prix unlockables, online ranking system, leaderboards, everything here with a jam-packed bunch of content with a $70 price tag on it. I'd say for how much this game costs, it's worth it. Now, I may not be doing a full-blown review during this video, but I had to make, because the thing is, I have big plans for a review I have coming out for the future. So if you want to stay tuned for that, make sure you sub to the channel, because I'm also doing the CrossWorlds giveaway, so you might want to make subscribe to the channel for that one. But I wanted to get a first impressions video just venting about how much this game has to offer, because seriously, this game is jam-packed with so many features, so much content, and the gameplay this is probably the best kart racer, best feeling kart racer that I've ever played. And that's no cap as a Sonic fan. Like, I'll admit, I am a Sonic fan. I'm a full-blown Sonic fan, yes, because I have been playing Sonic games since I was 5 years old. But regardless, despite that, this honestly is a huge W for Sonic Team and Sega. They have never been so back, because here's the thing, we're in the Sonic Renaissance era right now, right? We're in the Sonic Renaissance era, and that means back when Sonic Frontiers came out and when the Sonic movies were starting to come out back in 2020. We don't talk about that year, but regardless, when those games in the movies were starting to come out, people were kind of skeptical, like, is Sonic really going to be coming back on track? Because a lot of people were thinking, because Frontiers was a little bumpy. Let's be real here. And then we got to Sonic Superstars, which was kind of a little bit bumpy as well. But then we also got, Sonic Exchange Races, like I just mentioned. And then we got the movies coming out as well. And now we have Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, which everyone thought the racing games were dead after Team Sonic Racing. Let's be real here. We all thought they were dead for a second. I thought as well. We were cooked. But I stand corrected. This game's peak. Today, I want to get into my first impressions review. I had not scripted anything. I just want to give my full raw. I feel like for a first impressions review of this game, y'all, I want to give raw thoughts here. I want to give just full on, just spit out, yap about the game, just say how I feel about the game, how the game controls to me, how everything works, and I just want to yap it out, because I feel like raw thoughts are better than just having everything written down here. It's more organized, but I want to just yap it out here. I just want to talk about my feelings about how I feel about the game, how I think it's going to play out, and honestly, I got a whole freaking organized video scripted and everything for a full-on blown review of Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, and I'm doing a CrossWorlds giveaway as well. Why is this the best kart racer of the year? Why this one specifically? Why not Garfield Kart? Why not Garfield Kart? That Garfield Kart racer that's coming out too. I want to say that I think this is the first kart racer that Sonic Team has made themselves since Sonic Freeriders, which is kind of weird, because Freeriders is on the 360 Connect. The Xbox 360, man, like, come on, that's like 15 years ago. That's kind of wild if you think about it in retrospective. That's kind of crazy. But if you do think about it, 15 years since Sonic Team has actually worked on a kart racer, because they've been busy working on all the mainline Sonic games and other Sonic spin-offs and whatnot. So this is crazy for them getting their hands back into the wheel. But it's not just Sonic Team working on the game, it's also the Sega arcade devs. The Sega arcade devs who work on kart racers, such as Initial D Championship Edition. You can see that DNA crossing over into this game as well, into the gameplay. And let me tell you, the gameplay in this thing, it's perfection. Every race you jump into, it just feels so satisfying to pull off drifts, pull off tricks. Everything feels so snappy in the game itself, with the mechanics and the gadgets and the items working alongside the actual core gameplay of Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. It all blends together so perfectly, because when you drift and do pull off the tricks, that snappiness, okay, depending on the gadgets you have. If you have the air depth freaking gadgets, then it does feel snappy. See, here's the thing. This entire time when I've been playing CrossWorlds, I've literally had the air gadget tricks, like gadgets, enabled the entire time. I've not had them disabled at all. Why? Because I like my air tricks to feel snappy. So I probably should have done that before making this first impression review. But despite what I'm saying, it feels great. Everything about this feels great. With the drifting and whatnot, You actually have to lean into your turns and whatnot, and braking is actually freaking crucial. It's actually crucial to brake, especially in supersonic speed mode, because you have 4 different speed modes, right? It basically is your 50 cc's, 100 cc's, 150, 200 cc's, your mirror modes. You actually have to use your braking when necessary on certain turns, especially on maps like Chow Park and some other maps and whatnot, Aqua Forest. You actually have to rely on braking when drifting and cutting sharp corners. So it's actually necessary to use that when needed. But also the races here just feel so much more chaotic because there is so much going on the track all at once. It is a real challenge to take on the AIs that you go up against on the racetrack as well. Okay, let's exclude it online. But yeah, when you're on that track, man, you literally have so much going on. You gotta lock the freak in when you're going in the pack, because honestly, bro, with all of the objects that are thrown at you when it comes to the Ninja Star, the Shuriken, I'm not sure exactly, I can't remember the exact name of it, but you got the Monster Truck too. You also got the King Boom Boo as well. Like all these different items that are coming at you one by one. Honestly, and not to mention the RNG with the items is freaking insane as well. That's going alongside the Monster Truck and the Shuriken and whatnot. Like the RNG in this game, while sometimes you could say unfair, I don't think it's unfair. I think it's balanced and it adds another level of fun to it. So even though the RNG can be a bit unfair to it, that's what helps to make the game fun, in my opinion. That's what helps to sell that chaotic feeling of kart racing in it, and that's what I want to see in a fun kart racer like this. Because it's not trying to be like a competitive thing. Although I would love to see CrossWorlds be into the competitive scene at some point, one point or another. I know Twitch is doing something like a Twitch Rivals tournament for this, which is a first good stepping stone to this reaching the competitive scene. That's something I love to see. Which I'll get into the competitive scene stuff later in the video here. But back to the just the chaotic side of this. If as a casual, fun, chaotic kart racer, you get that vibe from this. You get the vibe when you enter a track like freaking Apatos, bro. Everyone knows the freaking Apatos meme of this, everything being chaotic on the track. Like, and it's, you can see it every race you go into, it's full on blown chaos. And honestly, every time you get hit last second at the finish line, it makes you want to come back full swinging, not pulling your punches, to come back and try to claim first place. And honestly, I never wanted to stop playing this game. Like literally the other day when I was streaming, I didn't want to stop streaming because I knew I was gonna have to film this video, but I didn't. I literally kept playing after I stopped streaming. So, you know, go figure. But that's what's great about this game. If your game makes you feel like you want to, like, you know you need to stop playing, but you don't want to, that's how you know you made a good freaking game. I mean, this game is in the green on Metacritic right now, and it's getting 9s and 10s up the wazoo, up on the review outlets right now, which is great. It's also another 9 that we got from IGN, by the way, which is another big W. And also, you can tell the budget in terms of everything in the background, the scenes, the characters, the NPCs, the UI, every aspect of this game. You can tell the budget at Sonic Team has grown massively. Now, before I get too off course, let me just divert my brain a little bit back here because I know I'm going a little bit too off. I just love this game so much, man. I'm a Sonic fanboy. What do you want from me? What do you want from me, bro? Okay, what do you want from me? So let's just talk briefly about the modes, right? Let's talk briefly about the modes. Like Grand Prix mode, obviously you have 7 cups and you got your 3 bonus cups. 2 of those bonus cups being DLC cups, and then you also have your secret cup, which is has one of my favorite tracks in there, Kronos Island track. But the cups themselves are great. I love the different references they make with the different items and also just the different aspects of the Sonic franchise. I love those different little pieces here and there. And the tracks themselves are great. They're all fantastically designed. I love the tracks like Metal Harbor, Ocean View, and Kronos Island are one of my favorite tracks because just because of the music alone, but also Kronos Island just because it kind of reminds me. Kronos Island kind of reminds me of the beta look of Frontiers a little bit. Kind of reminds me of that beta feeling that we got from the first footage of Frontiers, which I do love about that. But yeah, in Grand Prix mode, obviously you got your rivals, and the rivals are great as well. Yeah, I take out every single, 23 rivals, so the 23 base characters, which are your rivals. But yeah, the rivals are great. I love going off against them. You can increase and decrease the levels if you want. And let me tell you, increasing the rivals difficulty, bro, it hits you hard. It hits you hard with the difficulty at some points, which I do love. I like that. I really do appreciate that. The fact that the rivals give you an extra challenge in order to try and unlock those extra features is great. You actually have to work for those features and those new characters like Supersonic, that I'm sure it's not surprising what Supersonic's in the game. But yeah, by the way, Look at the Supersonic's also broken this game. I just want to say right now, Supersonic, I'm kind of glad he's not online, bro. And the only mode you can play him in is Grand Prix. So, you know, kind of go figure, you know what I mean? Also, there are a couple cool surprises, though, when you complete all the rivals and whatnot in the Grand Prix mode. So, you know, that's pretty cool as well. But you're not just like the rival difficulty themselves, but the rival interactions as well. You can see the charm of each of these characters coming to life, regardless of this game not having a story mode, which I love. Like, I love the fact that these characters can still shine through their dialogue and through their voice acting, regardless. And by the way, the voice direction in this game is great, by the way, especially for some of the Lost World characters like Zavok and Zaz. Their voice direction has gotten has massively improved over the years. And I think this is the best they've ever sounded in the series. So honestly, voice direction across the entire cast here has sounded great. Like, I mean, okay, Rouge, still a little grandma feeling, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Voice direction in this game is absolutely fantastic, and the rival interactions have never been better. I mean, honestly, the interactions between Sage, Shadow, Sage and Shadow just freaking kills me, bro. That's just freaking hilarious. And then you got the Babylon Rogues' interactions with the main core cast with Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. I mean, honestly, like, I just want to show a few of these rival interactions right now, because, dude, these are freaking hilarious, bro. And some of them are just so charming just to hear and see.
Fire powers are so cool. I want to try. Set me on fire. Set me on fire.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
You shouldn't say such things, and it certainly doesn't work like that. Just focus on the race at hand, won't you?
Get out of the way! I'm a wild man on the road! Ain't no one safe around me!
Wheel in that tongue, you creep, and stick to your lane. Otherwise, you'll see how wild I can be.
Yo, why is this game so sus, man?
Let's have a great race, Sonic. Wait, I mean, Shadow. No, you're Silver. Sorry for the mix-up.
We look nothing alike! Why do you keep doing this?
Like, that's more of what I want to see in my Sonic game. Spin-off or not. Mainline or spin-off, wherever the game would be. I want to see that charm shine, regardless of what Sonic media or Sonic game we're in. And honestly, they cooked. They cooked with it. They actually got the gist of it. They're on the money. Sega's locked in right now, which I love. Sonic Team is locked the frick in and understand, like, they're getting down to these characters, which I love. I love to see it. You know, it makes me smile, man. But yeah, back to the tracks too. Like, all the tracks are fantastically designed. Like some of the corners, some of them like Aqua Forest. And you also got Ocean View, and also just the music. Oh my gosh, the music and the tracks, bro. These artists cook, bro. T. Lopes on Market Street. I see you, bro. My man's always cooking. My man's always cooking. T. Lopes on the GOAT. Let's go. But also the remix in Ocean View and the remixes of Kronos Island, Final Lap, and like the main lap. All those tracks sound so freaking amazing, bro. Like, oh my gosh. I've been like, bro, literally, Kronos Island makes me ascend, bro. But also Ocean View, bro, like the final lap of Ocean View with the vocals. By the way, I just want to say the music for the vocalized parts of the music, because there's a lot of, you can hear a lot of the vocalized choir in some of these music tracks, has massively improved since the betas, like the closed network test and open network test. Because the last time that some of us, including myself, actually got to get their hands on Ocean View was back in February during the closed network test. And that remix, I was a little bit skeptical back in closed network test, but I can say Ocean View's music has and also the track itself has massively improved, because, and even though the track layout's basically the same, the visuals have also gotten a big upgrade as well, like with the water effects and some of the textures and whatnot in Ocean View. So it has gotten a bit of an upgrade. It's gotten a bit of TLC music-wise and graphics-wise and track-wise since the closed network test. So they have been improving it over the past few months, which I love to see. They're going back, they're touching it up, they're listening to feedback from the surveys, and that's something that I appreciate Sonic Team for doing, is reaching out to the fans and asking for feedback. That is something that is the best thing you can do with your core audience. Your your main audience is getting their feedback, asking what could be improved, and then going to meet up with it, saying what can we do to fix this, and then going back in to change it. That is the best thing you can do for your game and for your main audience, and I love that Sonic Team is doing that. They're going back and they're listening. They're actually, and the thing is, they're actually asking us directly too. Even some of the social media majors like Catie and Sydney and Justin, they're hopping on streams and then they're relaying the message back, which is great. It's great that they're doing this, so that way they can always try to improve over time. And I'm sure over time, as the game is out for the next 5 years or so, there's gonna be constant updates improving the game and possibly maybe adding new features. Who knows? Because this game has the potential to have a growing audience to it, and currently has a growing audience to it. It has so many people hooked onto it right now because of the crossover characters, which, by the way, I hadn't played too many because not all the crossover characters are out yet, but I have played some of the DLC characters. And my golly, bro, even though we don't have the voice lines for them, they're a joy to play as. They are a joy to play as, bro. Prime characters in Werehog, Miku, great characters. Speaking of, let's dive into the freaking characters as well. Like the freaking characters, like the cast themselves. Their animations are so fluent. The animations in general with the carts and tricks and whatnot, and the characters themselves have massively improved over the past few months as well. Again, they've been listening and applying changes as needed, and they've been fixing these characters over time and fixing like animations and going back and polishing things up. And you can tell this game has been more polished since the past demos and beta tests. And the characters themselves look so polished, the animations are clean, expressions are amazing to look at, especially the Prime 9, well, some of the Prime characters, DLC characters, they like, the animations of those are looking pretty slick as well. Not just the characters, how about the carts too, like the machine. Okay, technically this game calls it machines. I don't know why they call it machines when it's also cars and hoverboards. I guess it makes sense to tie the two together, but whatever, because technically the lore of this game is technically Dondapa, which by the way, the most forgettable Sonic character up until now. I'm just saying, no key. I'm sorry, bro. Hate to be the hater, but you know, the machines are also great with this customization as well. Like, bro, the amount of variety in machines, and also the core machines you get. Because at first I thought some of the machines were cut from the open network test. No, some of them you have to unlock in race park mode, which you will get in a second here. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute here. We'll get the race park mode in a minute here. But the machines themselves, there's so much variety when it comes to customization, decals, paint jobs, the different machine parts and whatnot with the wheels, the fronts, the backs. Oh, dude, all of it comes together so nicely when it comes to the different kind of and you got 4 classes as well. You got speed, acceleration, I believe, handling, power, and boost. Each of them having their own different unique things. So so basically each one has a stat boost for each one, because those are actually your stats as well for each vehicle. Those are your stats as well. So each of them gives a stat boost to that specific one, to that class that they're applied to. Does that make sense? I hope I explained that right. And also I would say as well that the machines here have massively improved over time. I actually love the new machines here. Some of the different combinations you can make here go so well together. They cooked with the designs here. Like Sonic Team actually cooked with the designs here. I love some of these as well. I'm mainly like the one that's kind of like a hybrid, like 90s one with the SPO's front, and then some of the speedster wheels going on here as well. Actually, I made kind of like a Werehog design one for the Werehog as well, because Werehog's kind of one of my mains right now too. I love, even though it would be nice to have some Werehog dialogue, and even though it's already been modded in the PC version, I like the Werehog for who he is. Now about those extra machines you can unlock too, because there's more variety too that's hidden behind in race park mode. Now race park mode, that adds a whole nother variety to it besides the Grand Prix mode, because in the Grand Prix mode technically you have to beat all 6 cups first to unlock that 7th cup, because not all the Grand Prix are unlocked. You have 6 of them at first, then you unlock the 7th one by getting first in all those, by winning all the previous 6 ones, and then that 7th one you unlock the next one, and then whatnot. Go figure. Then you unlock the secret Grand Prix, you beat other rivals, you get Supersonic. I like how much you have to earn. You have to work for what you have to earn in this game, and that's something I've always believed outside of like gaming too. That's just that life aspect of mine that I believe in too. So I'm glad that kind of applies here too. You have to literally like work for it in the game to get the extra cool stuff in the game, which I love. I like that. I love it. I dig it, man. Some of the several modes that are in race park mode are like tag team modes. There's some quick matches mode, which is like a simple like race mode where you go up against like team AI rivals. So basically, so you know those different cyberspace looking freaking characters that we've been seeing in like the renders and whatnot? Yeah, those are the team AI rivals. They're basically the team rivals. I'm kind of adding extra words in there, but they're called team rivals. And you have to beat that whole team in order to like basically unlock new awards, unlock new machines, new vehicles, new different aspects of the game, which I do love about that. The fact that you have to like you have to beat these different rivals in a separate mode too. You have to go to all these different modes in single player mode to unlock these different aspects. It's not just through one mode. You have all these different things you have to check out to go do all that, which means you get the chance to explore the entirety of the game to unlock everything. And that's what I like about this game too, is there's so much to explore to unlock everything. The game is just jam-packed with features. I don't know what to say. It's just jam-packed with features. There's so many features. I'd say this is the most crammed kart racer in terms of features and content that I have seen. I mean, this outpaces all the other Sonic Racing games easily. I mean, even Transform, bro, even outpaces that, and Sonic All-Stars, Sega All-Stars. Like, even Riders in Zero Gravity outpaces that too, in my personal opinion. So like, yeah, this is the most content that I think I believe any kart racer has had in the longest time, which is a W for Sega, huge W. But yeah, I've only done like single player modes and race park mode, but I'm sure that multiplayer mode and race park mode is also a blast as well. It's not available online, unfortunately. It's only local split screen and local single player, but regardless, I still think it's a pretty nice feature to have. And I think that'd be pretty cool for some parties and whatnot. So you know, big W there. There's some big room for multiplayer fun in this game, which I do love. You have options. You got options for fun in this game. You have options for fun, unlike that other kart racer. But then you also have time trials, which basically you can beat your own records and whatnot, and you can actually, besides racing in the core tracks, like the normal tracks, in Sonic Racing CrossWorlds in time trials, there's also a bonus one. Like there's an extra one set off to the side where you can race just in CrossWorlds stages, which is awesome. Racing in just the CrossWorlds stages, and you can hear final lap music that you might not be able to hear before for those CrossWorlds in time trials. Like I noticed it in the cyberspace stage for at CrossWorlds in time trials, there was like new final lap music that I haven't heard before, and it sounded great. So there's other music tracks for the CrossWorlds that are in time trials to unlock, and there's also more stuff to unlock as well for the jukebox in extras. You can unlock extra music, so the more medals you get in time trials, the more music tracks that you unlock for the jukebox. Like the first one is Frontier soundtrack, and there's other tracks you can unlock as well from previous Sonic games. So there's a lot of additional content to be unlocked, even for like even non-important content. Like there's just extra content they thrown in there, regardless, which I love. But at least it's there. At least you have extra content to unlock, right? You know what I mean? At least you have stuff that you can work towards to try and 100% the game, which I love. It's stuff that makes you want to work towards that. But of course, I'm not talking about the gadgets either. I haven't talked about the gadgets yet, but the gadgets are another great aspect of it as well. And that I talked about this many times before on the channel, is that the gadgets are a big RPG element of this game. Because technically, if you think about it, you have to go ahead and strategize ahead of each race to try and pick the right gadgets that works best for each scenario. Or I guess in this case, pick the gadgets that work. Because you get up to 5 presets. So you can make 5 different presets for each different situation, and in between each race, you can change that different preset. Even in Grand Prix mode, you can change a different preset that works best for that situation, and you can strategize between which race. Okay, for this track, would this work for this? Or would this increasing my rain limit work for this? I would say expanding my slipstream, would that work for the next race? Or would like going against the wall and not having my range drop, would that work for the next race? Or would faster air tricks work? You have different options to try and strategize and plan ahead for the next race to make sure you can ensure that victory and get first place, which I love. That's that kind of strategizing element of this game, and I've been pushing that time and time again. I haven't seen many people talking about that on the platform, which I'm surprised about, because I think that's one of the core points of this game in terms of trying to sell on its gameplay, is you have to plan ahead for each race. You have to get ready for it, you have to get the right cart for it, you have to get the right setup for it with the right specs, and you have to get the right gadgets for it. There's so many different elements in terms of securing that goal and getting first place victory, that it makes this game fun to go and do trial and error over and over again, trying to get first place. Now, to be fair, I've seen a couple skill issues on the internet, I will admit, and I have a skill issue too, I'm not gonna lie, because this game does get hard. It gets hard. It gets challenging, which I do like. It's not just a simple one and done race, see ya, I'm out of here, you know what I mean? You have to go back over and over again. It gets challenging the more you go, and you have to learn from it, which, by the way, I have been getting better at. I've actually been learning to actually brake with my controller. With a Sega Arcade Racer DNA input into this game, you have those different aspects of professional racers, arcade racers, or like even racers like Gran Turismo, that are brought into this game. Different elements and aspects besides that casual party kart racer aspect into it, that helps to make this game appealing to even more people and actually stand out. You know what I'm saying? It gets more people onto it. I mean, even one of my other friends, who was excited for Joker, especially excited for Joker, played the open network test, and they actually loved the different aspects of like tag teaming on the online during I think it was the crossover event for Joker during the open network test. It's actually collaborating, trying to actually coordinate your driving to establish first place with your team. Again, it's that different aspect of actually utilizing the different aspects of the game, your gadgets, your machines, all of that coming together in terms of the core gameplay with drifting and pulling off tricks and the snappiness of the gameplay. All this comes together to make a nice cookies and milk freaking. It's peak. What do you want me to say? It's just peak. This is what happens when I don't script things. I end up yapping and saying the most things that doesn't make sense for a Person Impressions video. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. But yeah, literally, like, the fact that 5 years, and by the way, I want to mention, like, the past few Sonic Racing games we've gotten have been strictly made by Sumo Digital. And now, while they have done a good job with it, too, it was basically your run-of-the-mill kart racer that was kind of, like, had some extra features here and there, but it was kind of, like, the same as the competition. Here, you have something that is different from the competition. You have something that actually stands out. And even though, you know, it's got a hefty price tag on it, it does, I will admit, I'd say for what you're paying for, it's worth it. There's so much replayability with this outside of playing in an open freaking CrossWorlds that, like, guys, because let's be real here, though. I'm making comparisons. I know a lot of people out there are defending Mario Kart World, but for the fact for it to be I think it's gonna be dethroned by the time this game fully releases. Because as of recording this, the Digital Deluxe has came out, but not the standard release for everyone else. But for a kart racer, I think this has outpaced Mario Kart World. Like, I think Mario Kart has officially been dethroned. With that being said, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, I absolutely adore the game. This game actually nails it in terms of all aspects of the game. You have so much content that it has to offer, so many great tracks and visuals that it has to offer. I know I yapped a lot in this, and not a lot of my commentary was a little bit all over the place. But honestly, I wanted to give raw thoughts instead of just straight up scripting it, because I wanted to try and give some of the most authenticity I can when it comes to trying to give feedback and trying to do a first impression video on it. So I hope this video was great. But low key, no, I'm excited to see where this game goes 5 years down the line. I hope it enters the competitive scene too, because there's so much potential for this game to enter the competitive scene. So much potential for it to try in terms of its ranking system, its leaderboards, and like the ranking system as well. Like there's so much potential. And starting with the Twitch rivals thing that's coming up soon, that's the first stepping stone into this game entering the esports and competitive scene, which I hope this game does soon. Because man, I can see the potential of it, and if it does, oh boy, that's gonna make for some great competition. It's gonna make for some great stuff. So I hope this game has a great future ahead of it. I can already see it. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to see what comes ahead of it. And I hope you're looking forward to it as well. I want to know your guys' favorite part about Sonic Racing CrossWorlds as well. Because, man, this game has so much to offer. I want to hear what you guys think about the game as well. And let me know what you guys thought about my first impressions video in the comments down below. Let me know if there's anything I can improve on, or whether I should go back to doing a scripted first impressions video. Because I want to try and see a great formula that works for first impressions videos going forward. I want to try and make a good format going forward, because I stopped making news videos, and now I want to make a straight on, like just videos of me giving my full thoughts on things that are coming out and other amazing cool content I got cooking up for you. So let me know how I did in this video. I appreciate the feedback. And if you guys happen to enjoy something out of this video, make sure you leave a like down below. Appreciate it in advance. If you want to see some more Sonic Racing CrossWorlds content, I got a review cooking up. I got Halloween stuff cooking up. And I'm also going to be going to Sonic Expo in Dallas. So make sure you sub for more content, so make sure you don't miss out on anything. When I go live, I do a lot of streams. I'm going to be doing more members only streams soon. So if you don't want to miss out on any fun, low-key, kind of sus members only streams, make sure you become a member as well. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to go play freaking CrossWorlds, because this game is peak. And I'll be seeing you guys in the freaking next one, y'all. We're back. CrossWorlds is back. I'll be seeing you guys later, y'all. Peace out.